Hello, and we meet again. And I'm going off for my usual walk. What's become my usual walk. This will be my third week in a row. Up the Sudden Hill. But hopefully it's paying off. Since May, which I was probably at my heaviest, I have lost 18 pounds. I mean, there's periods in there obviously when I wasn't losing anything. Recently it's been a challenge. There's a car coming. Having that high blood sugar's thrown me. Here comes a cyclist. And so anyway, I think I've finally settled back into the calorie counting. Couldn't get into it for ages. I've tried again and again and again. It just wasn't working for me because I kept forgetting, I guess, to weigh things and before I ate them or before I threw the barcodes away. So up and over that hill, past the power lines, I go. I have my tea, I have my raincoat, and also some insect repellent because I think those little midges are sort of around. It's only 2:30, but it's a bit dark. Well, having sunglasses on makes it look darker, I suppose. It's overcast. But please, my blood sugar's actually moved down a bit. Obviously it's not in the good range yet. But it's moved down, which is the good thing. I mean, I haven't been eating pretty processed food for a good couple of weeks, and I've been on this low carb, high fat basically. You're replacing the carbs with fat, really. When you say fat, it's like butter and olive oil and supposedly coconut oil, but I actually haven't been having much coconut oil, and mainly been using butter to pump my fats up. Cook my eggs in butter, cook mushrooms in butter, and that seems to give me enough, pump my calories up enough without taking too much food away from my calorie limit. Because that was the first thing I think I did, was a mistake, was when I started reading up on it. It gives the impression that it's a free-for-all on protein. So I wasn't really taking into consideration any portion sizes. I've just cut the carbs out. Obviously I was probably eating too much protein, and I don't even think I was eating too much fat. I was probably eating too much protein, which can be turned into glucose. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Hopefully. I thought I was going into ketosis yesterday because we went to the movies, saw The Martian, and what fantastic, they'd redone these theatres up, and every seat was a bloody recliner. That's your standard seat now. I mean, so you sort of don't mind sort of paying that fee for going to the movies. Before you sort of resent it, you think, oh, paying all this money for this, Now you say, oh, put the seat back, put your feet up, and just nothing blocks your view. No, you can't even see any rims, little bumps of heads or anything like that. Even though they never blocked the screen, they were still in your peripheral view. None of that now. It's just you and the screen. And it's an amazing experience. So I wouldn't mind paying bloody £10 for a ticket for that. I think we'll make a habit of going to the movies a bit more. Get that effort and to go out somewhere. And, where are we? 5 minutes. This will take ages to download. So that was good. So I'm going to get in the habit. And going Friday night is actually quite good, because then you've still got all the whole weekend ahead of you. Instead of just sitting around the house Friday. I mean, it wasn't a great time because it was around about 5:30, sort of right on tea time. But it's a great time because the theatre is actually empty, which is good. And so things seem to be up on the up and up a bit. Just waiting for something to go wrong now, no doubt. My life always had a bit of drama in it somewhere on the line. Or someone else's drama that imposes on my life, should I say. Glad to get out of the house. I mean, my husband's had 3 or 4 laptops, and apparently they've all been useless pieces of crap. I think it might say something about the user, but we have to listen to him sit there, complain about what a useless piece of crap, because it won't do this, won't do that. And I'm just like, I said to him, why don't you try using a mouse? Because first it was Windows 8 was the biggest problem, and now Windows 10 sort of does the same sort of thing. But because he's using a laptop, he's not, I think if he goes too far over onto the right click, it brings in a different thing. And I said, well, take the mouse up to it, for God's sake. Won't even try it. Won't even try it. One day I'll flip out. This is getting very long. 7 minutes, I think. I'll catch you panting up the hill.